A lot of construction going on, I don't see much else. I just got back into town. Like, what the hell happened to this place? You know what's going on with all the masks and everything?
The masks?
Yeah, dude,
We're in a pandemic.
There's a pandemic.
Is this thing dangerous?
It is.
I'm just seeing all the masks and everything.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
Fucking with me?
I would have stayed in the mountains if I were you.
You've watched the news or something.
I've been living in a log cabin in northern Alberta. First person I talked to was 3 days ago. And I'm just trying to wrap my head around the whole situation.
Say, just go listen to the radio for a little bit. Listen to the news, man. They'll tell you all about it. It's on the news every day.
Well, everybody seems scared out of their minds.
Thanks for making me walk in the street.
What's that?
Thank you for making me walk in the street.
I made you walk in the street? Well, ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out what's going on around here. She's wearing a mask. Isn't she safe?
Well, welcome back to society.
All over the world, about 700 million died.
700 million people have died in the world? 700 million people?
In all over the world.
You're saying 10% of the global population has died? Well, there's 7 billion people, right?
Yeah, billion.
There's 7 billion, so seven. You're saying 700 million. So that's 10. So that's 1 out of every 10 people is dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
Killed all of China, fucking, like, millions of people have died already from it.
Really? Millions are dead?
Oh, yeah, right? How many people have died from coronavirus? How many people have died in the state from coronavirus?
Where does this end with the masks? Where does this end with the pandemic? And what's the
knows.
solution? Nobody knows. So who's making these decisions?
That's a good question.
Everybody's plugged in.
Spanish flu, same.
Spanish flu, right? That killed like 2-3% of the world. That killed like 50 million people, I think. Everybody knew people that died from that, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
do you know anybody?
Personally, no.
Because I'm asking people and they're like saying it's really dangerous, but nobody
Nobody knows anyone.
nobody knows anybody who's died with it though, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know anybody who's died of this?
Not anyone who's died, no.
Do you know anybody who's died?
Personally, I don't in my circle, but I know some coworkers that, you know, their grandparents were affected.
Be careful, you don't want to get sick. It's like the flu, but it kills people.
Do you know anybody who's been killed?
I don't know people that have died from it, but I know people who've gotten it.
You know people have gotten sick. Are they okay?
People have gotten sick.
Are they okay now?
Yeah.
Do you guys know anybody who's died of it?
Not died, but I know people have gotten it.
Do you know anybody who's died?
I don't personally know.
So apparently nobody actually knows anybody who's died of it, but it's still a pandemic. She's afraid of me. That's a cute dog. What kind of dog is that?
Thank you. Australian Shepherd.
Oh, Australian Shepherd. Those are great. Super energy. Man, he's in a hurry. Hey, what's up, man? I'm not asking for anything. I'm just. You got a second? No? All right. So, like, what's the plan?
Stay at home until get a vaccine, I guess.
Maybe by next year, the vaccine will come.
Oh, the vaccine. Who's making that?
Everybody.
Usually, like, these kind of things like die off in the summer, you know?
Yeah, they're like trying to develop a vaccine by the end of the year, but
Do you know when it's ending and you know when the solution is?
No, they're looking for a vaccine.
They're looking for a vaccine?
Yeah, but the best thing you can do right now is just mask up.
Okay, cool, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. So, how long is everybody wearing the masks for?
Probably for next year.
Next year, yeah, at least until a vaccine comes.
Until the vaccine? That's the end game?
That's what they told us, the CDC and stuff, all that.
They're making a vaccine. They're working on making a vaccine right now, though. It's not out yet. It just happened. There's no.
They're waiting until the vaccine and then...
Yeah, there's no cure for it right now.
So are you going to take it?
I don't know yet.
You have to be in mandatory quarantine.
house unless you needed groceries.
So everybody was like stuck in their house for, what you said, 2 weeks?
No, like months.
Months?
Yeah.
Like,
Holy shit.
Well, governors were making like stay-at-home orders, so you had to follow that.
Yeah.
We're nursing students, so it's hard.
So where are we going with this? Like
Make a vaccine.
so the solution's the vaccine? There's no like other way out?
Everyone agrees to stay apart from each other and wear masks.
Is everybody supposed to take it when there is a vaccine? Is that how it works?
Yeah. But a lot of people are paranoid about it. But it's our only hope, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you talked to anybody who's had it? Because you guys are nurses, so I'm assuming maybe you've had.
I've talked to a few people, but they're our age, so it's pretty mild.
Is your aunt okay now?
yeah, she's better now.
So is she like, you said, so she like, can she spread it still, even though she had it, or like?
I don't know if she's.
You guys seem like a perfect people to ask because you're in the medical field.
I know if you get it, you can still be like a carrier, but people that get it like test again. So
But you can get it again.
yeah, you can get it again. Not like one
It's
and
like
done,
the
like
flu, like you can get
You don't like get the immunity, right?
No.
It's just like forever. So basically, like even if everybody got it, you're saying it's still like dangerous because like they can keep getting it.
Yeah, you can keep re-getting it. So it's like the flu, like everyone gets the flu shot every year, so it's probably gonna be the same.
Do you get the flu shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we have to.
We have to.
You have to for your job.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to get the new vaccine when it comes out.
Comes out, yeah.
No matter what, you have to get it.
Probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, anyway, thanks for helping me figure this out.
Good luck.
Yeah, I feel like a time machine or something.
Put something over your face and go buy a mask.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, thanks, ladies. You take care. Have a great day. So the nurses are required to take the flu vaccine every year, and they're not even going to hesitate to take the Bill Gates vaccine when it comes out. So these are our new healthcare professionals on the horizon. Looking forward to this. Does this look like a fallen society, or what's this? CHAZ. CHAZ. Like, what the hell happened to this place?
Chop.
Chop?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Black Lives Matter. Protest.
Protests?
Well, this is from the protest. Yeah.
So this is from protests,
Yeah.
but the masks,
Masks from the COVID-19.
All the masks are from COVID.
COVID-19.
Been in the mountains? Government scam for sure, but it's actually real too. It's real, but it's, I don't know, that's my opinion. I hope that they're taking advantage of it, you know, just like they take advantage of everything. The flu fucking kills a lot of people too. School's canceled.
People are like boarding up their shops and they're out of business. So you're saying this has nothing to do with the vaccine?
Protest.
Yeah, all the protests.
The cops killed a black guy and then everybody got pissed.
It's all over the country. This is the same way in every other city.
So they're just like breaking windows everywhere?
Yeah, they're pissed. They're rioting, just like Rodney King.
Yeah, rioting, looting.
So what does bashing like what is this? What do these people have to do with like whatever they're upset about?
Well, it's not the movement.
It's not the movement. It's all the vagrants and homeless people all fucking gather up and go, I want to be part of the cause.
Yeah, they're breaking shit.
And the cops are doing what?
Nothing. They closed the cop shop down over here. They lit it on fire.
Right there.
They burned that cop shop down.
It's a block.
Hold up. They burn the police.
They lit it on fire and then burned it down, but the cops abandoned it.
Well,
Cops abandoned
it. Yeah.
What do you mean the cops abandoned the police department?
Yeah, and someone tried to lock them in there and concrete it and light it on fire.
Yeah.
And the cops didn't shoot all these people? They just let them take over.
More people will get mad, you know,
Yeah.
so they gotta go, They took their tear gas away. They won't let them fucking tear gas or mace people anymore. They're defunding them. They're taking all the cops' money away.
So that's supposed to stop them?
I would have stayed in the mountains if I were you.
I should probably hit this crowd in deep right field too. Like deep right field. There's a big crowd up here. Can you see up the top of the hill here? Sun's so setting. I think this is a good spot. What just happened? Yo. We were just like we're just like travelers walking around, just like trying to figure out what's up. And the gang over there just like told us we weren't allowed to like be there.
The park?
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Well, no, but you're the cops. They basically threatened us.
They threatened you?
Well, they basically said you're not allowed to bring your camera in here, and you're not allowed to.
We're in route control right now.
Okay. Well, so I mean, they circled us and they were like, you guys have to leave. And
Something you like response to, just call 911.
was that allowed? Are they allowed to do that?
Yeah, they threatened us.
This park is a whole political thing going on.
It's a political thing. You're the police. Who am I supposed to talk to about this?
Call 911.
Call 911. You are. Call 911. And then what? That was incredible. That was incredible.
Dude.
This is a political thing, she says. The cops say it's a political thing. People are allowed to intimidate you, circle you, threaten your property, and tell you that you need to leave public park. And when you notify the police that is this a legal thing, and they say, oh, it's political. If you feel like something's happening, you need to call 911. While I'm talking to a legitimate cop. I mean, that's incredible. I honestly, even though it just happened and it's all here and we just all saw it happen, I don't even believe it. I truly don't even believe this is the country I live in. Jeez, dude. Bro, that was fucking intense.
That was serious, dude. I was like, yo, it's all good. Let's calm this shit down.
Like, that would have ended with resistance. That would have ended with your camera getting jacked.
Oh, yeah, and us getting our shit beaten by like 8 people. Dude, they came around like ready to go.
We were told we weren't allowed to exist here because of who we were.
Yeah.
Like, there was no freedom allowed.
And we're not allowed to bring a camera and take photos.
Not allowed.
City Park in Seattle.
I want to go back.
Dude, fuck that.
I want to go back and just be like, bro, give me your story. What's the deal? Like, why I'm not allowed to exist? If your cause is so righteous, why wouldn't you want to showcase it?
Right.
I want to ask this cop what's good.
I feel like we're being watched.
Yeah. Yeah, we should definitely get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Just talk to a cop right in front.
Based on the fact, no, not even that, not only that, but then the cop was just like, not our problem. We're out of here. Later. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit rattled.
Right
it's
now.
10 in the morning.
Dude, I'm sweating right now.
Dude, my pits are drenched.
Holy shit.
I definitely want to get away from the communists.
Yeah.
I mean, the good thing is they're all on drugs, so they're gonna probably forget about it in like 10 minutes.
Seattle's not a safe place.
You could say, oh wow, look at these, these communists or whatever are like, intimidating and they have all this power. Well, the only reason they have any power is because the mayor, the DA, the Seattle police chief is in on it. They're not gonna enforce the law. The cops just told us they weren't gonna enforce the law. And even if they do enforce the law, the DA is just gonna dismiss the case, or at the very, very most, give like an incredibly lenient sentence where it's just a revolving door of criminals, just in and out.
Insane, man.
Crazy.
Yeah. All right, let's keep moving. All right.
Who knew the rainbow could be so violent? I noticed all the teriyaki shops are still open though. See, if you notice any clearly ethnic restaurant, or if you say Black Lives Matter in your window, your windows are not boarded up, which means your building was not destroyed or vandalized. And no doubt I could use a haircut right now. It's not believable if I'm wearing a suit and tie either. Maintain social distancing, Not physical distancing, remind you. Oh man, I don't know. I'm losing my will to live right now. Surprised nobody's burned the fire truck with that American flag on the back. Sodom and Gomorrah over here. These are the beginning of the end times, folks. Look at this fucking guy. Howdy. Oh, where'd they go? Yuppie millennial bliss. Yeah, I'm just gonna go work my tech job and be a bug man living in a 600 square foot apartment for $2,200 a month. But I can still drink my chai mocha latte. I got my iPhone. You know what? 100% of people have said the solution is a vaccine. 100%. I was gonna talk to that guy, but he had face tats and tats all around his eyes. That's a pass. It's a hard pass. Oh man. Belly of the beast. Dude, this is insane. Yeah, what do you got? what's with the masks and what's with everything all boarded up, basically, is pretty much what I'm interested in.
Basically, if you want some good tourist excitement, go to the park behind the shell over there. And there's a bunch of protests and young people, and it's kind of like the 60s and Woodstock.
Yeah.
You know where the park is?
I was over there and I was kind of intimidated by those guys.
Well, they're assholes.
Well, yeah, it was like didn't seem like the 60s though. I thot 60s was like.
Sorry, I got it wrong.
You know what I mean? You were like.
Fight with the cops a lot, like back then.
Yeah.
But they're it's hard to. They're just what do you say? They're young punks that don't know. They're just angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're angry at mom, dad, the cops. They're really angry at Donald Trump.
Oh, really?
And the Seattle police.
Well, that was what I thought was interesting.
Well, they're super paranoid. Number one. Number two, the mayor's fighting with the president, Donald Trump. So this town's really a lot going on.
Because the cops said that they weren't going to do anything about what happened in the park.
It's so complicated to do.
You know? And it's amazing to me because then I don't even understand why everybody's wearing masks.
That much at it, honestly. Are you fucking with me? You've watched the news or something.
I've been living in a log cabin in northern Alberta. First person I talked to was 3 days ago. So I was hearing there's some sort of pandemic, and then I come down.
When did you go to the park?
About an hour ago.
And it's that weird, right? I was going to go up there, but...
I mean, you're probably cool. You're not like, I mean, I thought I was cool, but apparently...
They don't want pictures.
It was like, I couldn't take pictures, but it's like, I'm a...
It reminds me of? Okay, it's like a high school clique over there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I have to say about it.
Not the cool clique either.
I don't enjoy no, the fucking idiot clique. I'm going to go check on it again, but yes, I went there last night.
Yeah? Oh.
Stupid, okay.
I wouldn't go there at night, I don't think.
Well, I'm brave, but there's a security company that's supposed to be guarding it, but they got attacked by sticks. Now the cops are guarding it. I can't keep track. And I watch the news and I read the paper. I can't keep track.
These people seem like they're on edge.
You know why?
Why?
Because they're paranoid the cops are going to steal their tents again, and they're trespassing. Right now, they're officially trespassing.
Yeah.
So they could be hard-carded to jail.
But why? But it doesn't seem like they're going to go to jail. Because I talked to the cops and they were like, "We're not dealing with
What
them."
I'm saying is
it's very complicated. It sounds like.
Yeah. Well, welcome back to society. Insanity.
So what's up with the masks then? Like, is this just inevitable?
I wear one because it's the law.
So they're going to enforce the law for me wearing a mask, but not.
They got way too much shit to worry about here.
Well, it seems like it. I mean, so what's with all the boarded up
shit?
You know
what you should get a newspaper and look at it.
Yeah.
You ever thought of
I stopped reading newspapers years ago.
You got to man up, bitch.
Yeah.
You're in Seattle now.
Yeah. Well, I figure I talked to the
You're
people.
You're in a war zone, bro.
It seems that way.
Yeah, you are.
It seems like I'm literally in a war zone.
Yeah, you are. Drink some tea and enjoy yourself.
I'm thinking maybe I'll head down to the piers or something.
Yeah, that's better. That's the most stupid place to go in Seattle.
That's a stupid place to go.
Yeah,
that's
dumb.
probably why I went there.
But still, it's nice to know what the fuck's going on a little bit. But I've told you now, so you know.
Yeah.
You don't even have to read.
Exactly. You're the man of the people.
So I'm your news channel.
That's right.
This is CNN Live, Seattle.
They should give you a show. You've honestly been more informative than if you watch CNN for 24 hours a day.
Tonight, the cops will fight with the park people again. This is just a weird prediction. Good one, though.
Okay.
Take a couple tents, because Parks and Recreation is trying to...
I saw people doing drugs up there. Is that a normal thing?
Yeah, we do. We legalized it.
So I'm seeing people shooting up with heroin on the side of the road.
Seattle.
That's like, I mean, I remember this is a place you used to be able to bring your kids 20 years ago. You know, you could walk them down here and go down to the piers and kind of hang out. You know, exactly.
Yeah. So I'd recommend go to the ocean. And if you ever come back here, just be prepared for a bunch of, what do you call it? Animosity. Welcome to Seattle.
What's your prediction, since you seem like you've got your eyes on the ball, your nose to the grindstone here. Where does this end with the masks? Where does this end with the pandemic? And what's the solution? Nobody knows. So who's making these decisions?
That's a good question. Probably the Department of Health.
Yeah.
And Dr. Fauci. Donald Trump fired him, but he's the highest guy in knowledge about all that shit. Which it's called virology.
So he's like the MVP of medicine.
If you watch the news, you'll see him.
Fauci.
Don't be afraid of you might be afraid of TVs.
Yeah, I don't like watching.
Afraid of Bigfoot?
I was trying to go meet him, but he didn't want to hang out with me. No. I was just curious, where do you think this ends? Is this going to end like at,
Which part? The protests or the?
Well, it seems like those people aren't going to stop until basically life expires. Yes, but with the masks and stuff, with this whole thing, I should watch the news a little bit.
And you'll be right up to date. Watch the news.
All right.
But I'm not political, so.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot. I guess I'll go down to the ocean. Maybe.
Go to the ocean, I'll check on that in a bit.
Hey, stay safe, man.
You too, bro.
Appreciate it.
Get a mask maybe later, if you want to.
Yeah? You need to get a show. We need to get you on TV.
I don't want to be, I've already been on.
All right. Thank you. What's that?
Thank you for making me walk in the street.
I made you walk in the street? Well, ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out what's going on around here. She just thanked me for making her walk in the street, apparently. And interesting. I mean, she took a beeline off the road. Like, I made her do that, though. She's wearing a mask. Isn't she safe? Oh, COVID is the virus. Capitalism is the pandemic. Coping skills for the people. Square breathing. Moon magic. Building collective immunity from capitalism. Interesting. Then how come capitalism is completely endorsing your entire f***ing movement? Retards.